One of my concerns as an Obama supporter is people over 60, people over 65. He doesn't seem to be connecting with them. And what I think is going to happen here is I think that Barack is going to start really focusing on that community, particularly older white voters and especially older white voters without a college education. You may recall that's where Hillary Clinton really hurt him. And he doesn't seem to be making the progress that he needs to make there. This big article in the, I think it was the New York Times in the past several days about Pennsylvania, those kinds of voters. So I think that's what we're going to look to here. I think we're going to see Barack start to really pay attention to issues, because those people don't really care about change, change we can believe in so much.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain age, you want things to stay the same. Change is going to be bad.
That's right.
Personally and in every other way. You're going to lose the traditions that you love. So I agree with you that change isn't much of a message for people my age and older. I'm curious about the question of whether to know Obama is to love him, the line that he used in the springtime, jokingly, I assume, but suggests that once he gets into a state and works it, people get to know him, and that they like him better.
Right.
I don't know that the evidence is there for that. And by the way, I don't know that the evidence is there for McCain either.
Right.
To some extent, both of these men seem to do better with their early image than with their current campaigning.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, there's going to be a lot of getting to know Barack better, because he's going to have the money. It's going to be a lot of TV. I think the convention will be a big plus. I think that speech, historic speech, because it's going to be played in a big stadium with 75,000 people. I think when he gets into September, after our Labor Day holiday in the beginning, September 1st, I think he'll have an even better image, and people will tend to know him better.
He'll be able to drive his image stronger than McCain will.
That's
the question,
right.
whether that's positive or not, we'll have to wait and see. By the way, Reverend Wright's book comes out, I believe, in October. He's got a book tour, so that'll be out there.
Yeah, well, they're all, I mean, this. There are all sorts of stuff out there in the atmosphere,
Yeah, but
the
that's going to be
blogosphere. But this is a generational war, I think. I mean, that's what the polling seems to indicate.
Yeah,
young versus old.
I think it's very important for Obama to be able to keep the enthusiasm level up for the under 30-year-olds. And if he can't do that, then the predictable old people vote and the young people don't vote. If that to any extent becomes true, then that wipes out his big generational advantage with the youth.
And then that's why I think that he has to, on big decisions like who he takes for VP, stay fairly consistent with that base of younger, change-oriented voters. I don't think you can take somebody who was, adamantly, passionately for the war in Iraq. I don't think you can do that.
I mean, given the change, I don't want to be too sarcastic, but given the changes that Obama has taken in his positions in the primary in general, I don't know whether he wants to stand as a conviction politician or whether he wants to make the normal calculations of maneuver politics. You're saying stick with the principles of the early springtime. We'll see if which attracted the kids. We'll see if that works.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I think this is nuanced, by the way, the changes that he's made, on offshore drilling and on Iraq being a little more complicated than let's just get out.
According to the Huffington Post, it seems more than nuanced.